Hello, fellow book lovers. Welcome to Audiobook Odyssey, your gateway to timeless stories and transformative reads. Today, we're exploring the powerful insights of one of the most influential self-help books of our time, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book has guided millions to better relationships, greater success, and deeper human connection. So, let's get started. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a timeless guide to interpersonal effectiveness and personal growth. First published in 1936, this classic continues to resonate across generations. Carnegie's approach is practical, empathetic, and grounded in basic human psychology. His ideas aren't about manipulation, they're about authenticity, understanding, and respectful communication. The book is divided into 4 key parts, each teaching foundational skills in dealing with people, winning their trust, persuading them tactfully, and leading with kindness. Part 1. Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. This section begins with a vital principle: don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Criticism often wounds pride, sparks resentment, and rarely brings about lasting change. Instead of blaming, Carnegie suggests showing understanding and patience. The second principle is give honest and sincere appreciation. Every person longs to feel important. Genuine praise, unlike empty flattery, nourishes that desire and strengthens relationships. The third principle is arouse in the other person an eager want. Instead of focusing on what you want, shift your mindset to consider what the other person wants. This change in perspective is the foundation of cooperation and influence. Part 2. 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Carnegie outlines 6 habits that make people naturally like you. First, become genuinely interested in other people. Ask questions, remember what they share, and engage with curiosity. Second, smile. A smile is a simple, universal gesture that communicates warmth and friendliness. Third, remember that a person's name is, to that person, the sweetest sound in any language. Using someone's name in conversation makes them feel seen and respected. Fourth, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Most people love to talk about their lives. Offering them your full attention builds trust. Fifth, talk in terms of the other person's interests. Focusing on their passions makes you more engaging and relatable. Finally, make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. Everyone wants to feel valued. By offering heartfelt appreciation, you create deeper connections. Part 3. How to Win People to Your Way of Thinking. Persuasion is an art rooted in respect. The first principle here is the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Arguments rarely produce winners, only wounded egos. Instead, aim for dialogue and understanding. Second, show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." This disarms defensiveness and opens the door to real discussion. Third, if you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Owning your mistakes builds credibility and diffuses tension. Fourth, begin in a friendly way. Approaching someone with warmth and empathy sets the tone for a more positive interaction. Fifth, get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. Start with points of agreement to build momentum and cooperation. Sixth, let the other person do a great deal of the talking. Letting them express themselves fully makes them more receptive to your point of view. Seventh, let the other person feel that the idea is theirs. When people feel a sense of ownership, they are more committed. Eighth, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Empathy is powerful, it builds trust and understanding. Ninth, be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Even if you disagree, acknowledge their feelings. 10th, appeal to the nobler motives. People want to feel moral, generous, and just. Frame your message in a way that speaks to those values. 11th, dramatize your ideas. A well-told story or vivid example can move people more than dry facts. Finally, throw down a challenge. Carnegie notes that people rise to challenges and are motivated by competition and pride in performance. Part 4. Be a leader, How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. This section is about offering guidance while preserving dignity. First, begin with praise and honest appreciation. Start with what someone is doing right before offering criticism. Second, call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. For example, use a gentle tone or a humorous remark instead of blunt correction. Third, talk about your own mistakes before criticizing the other person. This approach shows humility and removes the sting of correction. Fourth, ask questions instead of giving direct orders. It invites cooperation and reduces resentment. Fifth, let the other person save face. Avoid embarrassing people or making them feel small. Sixth, praise every improvement. Encouragement builds confidence and motivation. Seventh, give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. If you believe in someone and express that belief, they will often rise to meet it. Eighth, use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Break tasks down into manageable steps and express faith in their ability to grow. Ninth, make the other person happy about doing the thing you suggest. Tie your request to their personal goals, values, or benefits. It becomes a shared purpose rather than a demand. In conclusion, How to Win Friends and Influence People is not a manual for manipulation, it's a guide to becoming more empathetic, respectful, and influential in the way you interact with others. Dale Carnegie understood that success in life is largely tied to how well we relate to people. Whether you're a student, a professional, a leader, or simply someone looking to improve relationships, these principles are timeless tools for building trust and rapport. Carnegie teaches us that by being sincerely interested in others, by listening more, by appreciating often, and by handling disagreements gracefully, we not only win friends but also grow into better versions of ourselves. It's a book that doesn't just teach you how to influence others, it teaches you how to live with more kindness, clarity, and connection. Thanks for listening. If this summary inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Audiobook Odyssey for more life-changing book insights.